Order the August meeting on the Lake School Board. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Rice?
Here.
Mr. Seaver? Here. Mr. Hamlin? Here. Mr. Hughes? Here. Ms. Horvath?
Here. I need a motion to adopt the agenda. Tony?
I'll second.
Martin? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Rice?
Yes.
Mr. Seaver?
Yes.
Mr. Hamlin?
Yes.
Mr. Nemish? Yes. Ms. Horvath?
Yes. I need a motion to accept the reading of the minutes as listed.
So move.
Wayne and Diane. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Seaver?
Yes.
Mr. Hamlin?
Yes.
Mr. Nemish? Yes. Ms. Horvath?
Yes.
Ms. Rice?
Yes. Communications.
Well, that would be me, wouldn't it? We opened yesterday, and our grades 5 through 12 started first day yesterday. I think one of the items of note, we assumed this would happen, the parents being concerned about their students riding on the bus, that we would have more drop-off traffic, and that is certainly the case. If you were at the high school or junior high, we had the ultimate traffic jam up there at pickup time, and we had kind of a backup over at the intermediate as well yesterday. We're refining some of what we're doing with that, but there are many, many more students being transported and dropped and picked up than we've had in past years. That's going to be ongoing. Then we start with our pre-K 4 tomorrow, so I'm glad to add into the mix. And Salem will probably be pretty interesting as well, since that's a larger school, and we should probably not have as much of an issue over it. As nothing is easy around here these days, and today the junior high chiller went down and stopped operation around 10 o'clock. We are installing a temporary chiller tonight to be able to reopen the school tomorrow and look at what needs to be done to make repairs on that chiller. We have a handout here on the enrollment side, shows where our enrollment is as of today. And we're at a total of 5,112 students, which is where we ended the school year in May. You'll see on the far right-hand column a BLA column that shows how many students have enrolled in BLA from each of the buildings. So it shows the number of students that we have reduced at each of the sites because of a remote enrollment in BLA. We have a total of 988 students at this point, with the possibility of some others being added tomorrow. We're at a point really where we've had several cutoff dates to be able to enroll in BLA. We have some parents who have requested to be able to come back to NC out of BLA. That's particularly a challenging circumstance when we look at wanting to reduce numbers in our seats, to try to do as much social distancing in our classrooms as possible. Additionally, when they enrolled, there was a statement on the enrollment that indicated they were permitting to be remote for a semester at least. And Cassidy, who was taking the enrollments, was very clear with them that when they signed up, that they were making that commitment. So I think we're at a point where we're going to have to enforce that commitment, and that's going to cause some frustration or stress. I know we have some extenuating circumstances where a parent didn't have a job and now has a job and can't stay home. So we'll have to look at this individually. We're going to look at that tomorrow and make a determination. The other item that you have there is a handout that shows a breakdown of our students who are active, and then BLA students, and then our NC students. So there's some totals there. And the other thing that we noted is an increase of withdrawal of students and parents opting to homeschool their students. And then parents also who, rather than opting for RELA online, opted for other online charter opportunities. And you can see, I was talking to Terry about this earlier, I don't know if ODE has updated its enrollment for this coming year yet. But this 78 number, we think, is in addition to the, what we have, about 88 kids that were open enrolled in charters. This is another, we think, another 78 who have opted into charter at $6,020 a kid. That's pushing $470,000 in lost revenue that we potentially are going to experience for the coming year.
We should have more accurate numbers soon from ODE when they start information from the charter schools that update what's online.
I did kind of want to put that on your radar that I don't know what it would have been if we hadn't offered a virtual option, but that's a significant number of students who are not attending that are out of our classroom in addition to the ones that are listed. On the kindergarten side, we know we have at least 15 kindergarten students who had enrolled with us that parents opted to keep them home and homeschool them for the coming year. And I think that there's a total of 23 that we have identified that way. We really don't have any counts on online charter students because they've never enrolled with us, so we don't know if they exist or where they are. I've already mentioned the rival dismissal challenges, and we look forward to our pre-K 4 students returning tomorrow. We'll be glad to actually be in session for the first time since March as a complete and entire school district. And that's all I have at this point.
Thank you.
Question on the chiller issue. It's curious that road, while it's being maintained, so is there any explanation of what happened or why it happened while they were working on it?
We had approved a repair that was not related to the main seals on that unit. And it's a 200 PSI chiller, and they indicated that at 100 PSI, the main seals failed. We have a vendor who has helped us with our HVAC programming, Ian Holton, and Ian is going to take a look at that. It just doesn't seem like that should have happened. So we don't know if there was something in the process that occurred, or if there was some kind of defect in the chiller that caused the catastrophic failure. But Ian's going to try and help us figure that out. So we're still looking at it.
So if there's a defect, is there anything we can do about that?
Well, it's a 2008 chiller. I mean, we can go back to the manufacturer and have a conversation if it looks like that's that kind of a failure, and it shouldn't be under certain parts. And some of these that have a lifespan that's guaranteed. So we have to see if any of those parts would be covered. I think if it looks like it might have been a procedural thing that might have triggered it, there's a lot more research that needs to be done on that.
All right, I take it there's no public comment. So we're ready for treasurer's reports and financial reports.
Yes, under item D, number 1, has some board approval of the monthly bank reconciliation and financial reports, which include the financial summary of each individual fund. 2 different levy carrier reports, and also a revenue result from general fund.
I need a motion, please. Martin?
I'll second.
And Tony, discussion? Yeah.
These are for the month ending July 1st, the first month of the fiscal year.
Any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Hamlin?
Yes.
Mr. Neiman?
Yes.
Ms. Horvath?
Yes.
Ms. Grice?
Yes.
Mr. Siebert?
Yes.
Thank you. Item number 2 asks for the board's approval of the contract listed with Affordable Language Services.
I need a motion, please.
I'll move.
Second.
Wayne, discussion.
Yeah, this contract is for language, both online interpretation or interpreting services. In the past year, last fiscal year, we spent $1,100 It could vary this year depending on student population, of course, and then also, online could change a little bit. But we also know about roughly 1,100 last year.
1,100 for the year.
Yes, that's correct.
That's not
No.
bad. Okay. Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Mr. Nemish?
Yes.
Ms. Horvath?
Yes.
Ms. Grice?
Yes.
Mr. Seaver?
Yes.
Mr. Hamlin?
Yes.
Thank you, that's all I have.
All right, we're ready for superintendent's reports and recommendations.
I'd like to ask the board's approval for all items listed under personnel.
Need a motion, please.
So moved.
Wayne,
I'll second.
Martin, any discussion?
I would just like to take a moment and acknowledge Mrs. Briggs, our Director of Communications. This is her last official board meeting. She is resigning to pursue a private sector job opportunity. She's been here about 10 years, and we've been through a lot. Before that, she was a PTO mom and a volunteer, and worked many levy campaigns, and has done a stellar job of working to support the learning in the community and the kids in the community through tough times. And Linda, we thank you for all of your hard work. She's a really talented professional and going to be very difficult to replace.
And we are going to miss you quite a bit.
Always done too.
Absolutely.
You've done an excellent job. Always been very professional, and we appreciate all that you've done, and you've gone above and beyond, so thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we need a roll call?
Ms. Horvath?
Yes.
Ms. Grice?
Yes.
Mr. Seaver?
Yes.
Mr. Hamlin?
Yes.
Mr. Nemish?
Yes.
Thank you. Ask the board's approval for the LMTA amended internal substitute MOU.
Need a motion, please. On the, Diane?
I'll second.
Okay. Any discussion?
Yes, I'd just like to mention that we're amending the part of the MOU that applies to grades pre-K 4. At the upper grades, we did period by period internal substitutes where a teacher could substitute during the planning bill, and we would pay them for that. At the elementary level, we divided classes up on the current COVID circumstance. Adding more kids into another class is not going to be a healthy practice. So we're, LMTA has agreed to go to a period by period substitute framework, just as we have at periods 5 and 12.
Thank you.
No worries.
So how's the substitute list?
Well, the last I checked, I think a year ago, we had about 1,100 subs in the substitute teacher pool. And as of about a week and a half ago, we were a little over 500. So substitute teachers is going to be a challenge this year. We've actually put some protocols in place to assess each building the night before to see if we have to shift subs to keep buildings open, or if absent being able to get enough substitutes to be able to open a building, perhaps moving that building to a remote learning day in the event that we can't safely open.
And we can do that, right?
Yes, you approved a remote learning plan that is it, we have an intermittent teacher on that where if we're so short staffed, we can get credit and have staff work remotely to teach kids remotely for that day.
Okay, thank you. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Grice?
Yes.
Mr. Seaver?
Yes.
Mr. Hamlin?
Yes.
Mr. Nemish?
You're going to abstain.
Yes, thank you. Abstaining? Yes. Ms. Horvath?
Yes.
Thank you.
And then the next item would be an update to the book list. There are 2 books there that we would like to add to the approved list.
Need a motion, please.
I'll move.
Okay. Diane, thank you. Any discussion? Look like it's good.
Seaver?
Yes.
Mr. Hamlin?
Yes.
Mr. Nemish?
Yes.
Ms. Horvath?
Yes.
Ms. Grice?
And my last item is, pass the board's approval for the revised academic calendar.
Need a motion, please?
I'll move.
Martin? You want to tell us what's a little different here?
Yes, we gave the authority to delay the start of school, last week, so that we could continue to work with staff with their proclivity. I think the 5 days were very valuable to us and did enable us, get staff, up to speed and more comfort, more at ease being in the environment, working in social distancing and masking framework. It did allow us also to get some additional training and give the teachers some time to better prepare when the kids came back yesterday and tomorrow.
Okay. I need a roll.
Mr. Seaver?
Yes.
Mr. Hamlin? Mr. Nemish?
Yes.
Ms. Horvath?
Yes.
Ms. Grice?
Yes.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Okay, under new business, we have the first reading of the updated board policies. They were listed there, so please look at those and be ready to vote on them next time. I don't have a Ward County Career Center report because we haven't had our meeting yet. Board reports. That's
Those are the department reports that are submitted to the board for review.
And our next board meeting date is what, the 22nd?
That's correct.
Okay. Under public comment, I would just like to say something. I just want to say thankful that we got through our first day and that we opened. I mean, we could have not opened and not had kids in seats. So I think parents and kids and community should be thankful for that. I'm thankful that we do have sports now. I think parents should be very flexible and be thankful that we do have sports and to accept the things that the state sends down with a kindness. So I just want to say that Little Miami is doing a good job compared to a lot of schools, and I think that we need to be thankful.
Thank you, Greg, for being able to meet back in public again. It's been a long time, right? It's been since like February.
Yeah.
So I know our community wants to be able to see us meet in public and be able to have a way to make that happen. I appreciate that. So thank you for you and your staff being able to find a way to put it together and make that happen.
Well,
Anything else? I need a motion to adjourn. Okay. Come on, guys. Diane? Roll call, please.
Mr. Hamlin?